Turn and Burn UK. Today we are unboxing the Stylo Plus. Great bit of kit. It's one of Bee's favourites. She keeps it in her toolbox at all times. It is lighter and smaller in dimensions than the bigger Dremels, and I'll just talk you through some of those differences a bit later on. But let's get to the unboxing first. So we just need to remove the sticky thing that holds it together. That's our security done. Okay, what's in the box? Right, out of the box. So we have got a really nice quick start guide and the full user manual. UK plug. A set of accessories. And the stylo itself. Right, so this comes with a 2-meter cable. So it's a nice long cable that gives you the flexibility of being able to work at a distance. That just plugs in there like that. And that's us ready to go. I'll just plug that in.
The only thing with the Stylo Plus, you'll notice there's no carry case or bag to put it in.
No, that's the one thing that saddens me, is that there's no carry case. But we put it in our toolbox. But it is a small, light Dremel. It's got a variable speed, so you know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the fastest. Whereas the bigger Dremels have a fully variable speed, so you can change it up bit by bit by bit. The load speed on here is 5,000 RPM to 22,000 RPM. The bigger Dremels go up to 30 and 35,000. So, take the glasses off so I can see. On the top, we've got the on-off button. That's the little blue button there. Can you hear that? That is it running on 1, really quiet. And even if we turn it up to 5, it's not loud.
No, you can talk, no problem. It is a lovely little machine for anybody that works from home. If you're, somebody who likes their crafts, likes to work from, say, the dining room table or your desk, it's not going to impede on the rest of the family or rest of the homestead because it's not loud.
Homestead.
I know, where did that come from? Look, even the dog's not annoyed by the noise.
Okay, so what's in the bag? We have got polishing compound, which is usable on both metal and plastic, leaves a matte finish. We've got the polishing, we've got the mandrel, and we've got the polishing wheels. They come in 2 sizes, 26mm, which is the larger one, and 13mm, which is the smaller one. And as you can see, the wheel just screws onto the mandrel, and then that will be fitted into the stylo. Now the stylo comes straight out the box with a collet, so we just pull that out. So that's your collet and nut to hold your accessories in place. Comes with a nice little spanner to tighten up your collet, but it also comes with a multi-chuck. On the back there's the locking button to lock the shaft, It's nicely recessed so you can't press it by accident when you're working. So we just lock the shaft and screw the multi-chuck into place. As you can see, the multi-chuck tightens up to take any smaller pieces of kit that you want. So those teeny tiny drill bits that you might want for jewellery making, they'll be held in there without having to worry about changing your collets. On the back of the chuck there's a recess to put your spanner so you can tighten up your accessories, but I generally find that hand tight is enough.
Yeah.
We've also got a carbon steel brush for removing debris, rust, stuff like that. Use that in conjunction with the polishing compound and the polishing mops. We've got the little sanding drum manual with a sanding drum. Comes with two 60 grit sanding sleeves and a 120 grit sanding sleeve. You can use the spanner on the end to loosen off the screw on the mandrel, and then that will allow you to swap the sanding sleeves over. Simple as that. Swap it over, push the new one on.
They're always a little bit tight. Well, they have to be.
Yeah, you don't want them, if they were loose to slide on, then they would slip when you tighten them up. But it takes a little bit of finessing. But they will go on there.
Sorry.
And then you tighten it up. That's not quite on there, but for the purposes of the video you can see how easy it is to get on. And then there are 4 cutter tips. So we've got the diamond engraver, which is that one. That's got a diamond finish to it. Very difficult to see. Then we've got a diamond wheel point, 2mm. And then we've got 2 high speed cutters. One is 6.4mm and one is 4.8mm. So there's a nice range of accessories that come with the Stylo, which means that you can open the box and get on with the project straight away. Why would you have the Stylo, you ask, when you've got a bigger Dremel? Right, so let's have a quick look. This is the 8260. That's the Stylo Plus. That weighs 0.1 kilos. That weighs 0.6 kilos. The 4250, which is the corded version, weighs a similar amount. Similar size. It's a big size difference. If you're going to do a project engraving, I don't know, engraving a glass bottle, this is so easy to hold in the hand. You're holding it like a pen. Ergonomic design, you can see the fingers rest. There's a recess at the top and there's a recess around here. Your fingers just automatically rest in those recesses. So it is just like using a pen.
And if you're doing something which isn't heavy duty, you want, you know, a bit of finesse. If you're jewellery making, you don't want stuff flying all over the place because you know you want your lower speeds. You need them.
You can of course augment the bigger Dremels with the flexi shaft. which we can do now. Just swap that out. You can see how easy it is. Oops, yeah, that goes.
This is the other thing I like about Dremel. You don't need loads of special tools to be able to change accessories. You know, if you need a spanner, it's there, but that's all you need. Otherwise it's plug and play, isn't it?
It is absolutely plug and play. So this can be hung up by the hook on the back of the Dremel exactly the same way as you can with the 4250, and that gives you a flexi shaft. The problem with that is that you've got quite a rigid shaft connecting to the back of the handset.
And it's quite short.
It is quite short. It is ergonomically designed, so you can use it as a pen, but you're going to have this up here to work as a pen, and you can see there's not a lot of flexibility in the shaft, and it's quite heavy. So for doing longer projects,
yeah,
it's not ergonomically great, and
the other thing
it can be
is
tiring.
It can get warm.
Yeah, the shaft does get warm if you're running at 35,000 RPM on the 4250 and up to 30k on the 8260. Over a long period of time, these will get hot because it is literally there's a shaft running down here that's driving this. So this is why this is such a great bit of kit. The only difference is this is rated at 9 watt power input, and the 4250 is rated at 175 watts. So there's more power in the bigger Dremels. So for doing more heavy duty projects, go for this every time. You know, when we're doing wood carving, this is what I would use. That's the doorbell. Right, so where were we? Let's cut back to this has got a 9 watt power input, so small projects, perfect. More heavier duty projects, we would use the bigger pieces of kit. The Dremel 4250, the corded version, has a power input of 175 watts, and the 8250 is a battery powered bit of kit. What does it say on the side? No, it hasn't got a wattage rating on there.
No, I couldn't find one on the Dremel page.
But it's a similar, it's going to have a similar power output. It's a bit heavier duty, so for our carving projects, this is the bit of kit we would use more than anything else.
Yeah, I tend to use those with the detailer's grip to get bulk of wood off.
Yes.
Before I swap to finessing.
Refining with that.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's a great bit of kit. Everything you need to start a project. In fact, he doesn't know this, but she's now going to demonstrate that you can do a project straight out of the box.
Oh, thanks. Okay. So, I'm going to slow speed down. We set the speed a bit slower. And ordinarily, if I'm